Hey guys, real quick before this video starts, I just want to let you know that this video is really blotchy. It's been a long time since I picked up the camera and actually recorded a YouTube video. So this video just kind of starts out of nowhere because I was kind of rambling and then deleted some clips and then lost them. So without me just going ahead and recording everything new all over again, I just want to let you know just to be patient with me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So without further ado, let's get on to today's video. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm making this video just kind of update you guys where I've been hiding. I recently moved from Denver, Colorado down to Clute, Texas to be with my homies and to be with my friend and my daughter and everything. So that'd be really cool. And y'all already know it. The Integra down here, which I did go to the office and I went ahead and registered it, tagged it, insured it. She is 100% street legal now. She is cool to drive on the street. So that's really cool. I'll be able to take it to car shows, to meets and stuff like that. But here's the unfortunate thing, guys. So last night we were trying to tune this car, or I was tuning the car, and I was just kind of going over my fuel tables, and we were starting to get into boost and have a lot of fun with it. Went into fourth, got into boost, and I think fourth gear has officially left the building, guys. So that kind of brings me to today's video. Like I said, I haven't really had a whole lot of content lately. I've been kind of hiding, and I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to create a video as I go ahead and get this thing torn apart, get the tranny pulled out. I'm gonna throw it on a table in the garage and get to tearing it apart and see what actually failed. So what happened was, you see what had happened was, we were going around town, we were cruising. Like I said, I was adjusting the fuel tables, got into third, went into boost, and then went into fourth, and it just sounded like a bomb went off. So anyways, you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go ahead and rip everything apart. I'm gonna move this car where the GMC is, and move the GMC is over here where this car is. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull the turbo off just to make it a little easier, and then just go ahead and take this wheel off, pull that axle out of the other side, pull this axle out, and then just unbolt the tranny and then pop her out. Like I said, I'll throw it on a table. Thing I didn't tell you guys yet is I've been working on the interior, putting the interior together. As some of y'all don't know, this car used to be 100% fully gray interior, or not gray, brown, and I converted everything to all black, which, as you can see, got the black dash and everything in it now. And I got the black carpet now. It used to be gray carpet, so I just recently did that, and I got some cool new floor mats that I kind of picked up off eBay. They fit okay. Yeah, she's still a little dirty, but like I said, she's coming along. Guys, let's get this tranny ripped out. So my buddy came over and things have kind of escalated. He talked me into it. He talked me into it. So, if you guys haven't seen my other video that I posted when I got my pistons and rods for my K-series, they're sitting right there. I've been waiting for a moment just to rip the motor out and rebuild it. And, yeah, I was just going to go ahead and just drop the tranny and fix the tranny, but, well, like I said, Eric talked me into it. We're going to go ahead and just pull the whole damn motor out. So, we got the engine the engine harness disconnected. We got the breather lines and everything pulled off. We got this side axle pulled out. I'm going to go and do that other side axle, pull that one out, and then take the whole turbo manifold and everything off, just to kind of give us a lot more room to work with. And I think we'll probably call it there for the day after that, because I got to drain my coolant and everything out of this thing again, and that's pretty much full. I don't have anything to drain that into, so I got to go drain that, and it's already kind of like, it's about 3:30 right now, so I think if we jam out on it really hard, we could probably get it out before the end of the day. But then again, I don't have an engine hoist, dude. Or I have an engine hoist. I just don't have my my engine stand.
You need to go get one.
Might have to make a trip to Harbor Freight. Anyways, we're gonna keep jamming out and let you guys know what happens. Alright guys, so we got everything pretty much torn apart. All we have left is the passenger side axle, the motor mount right there, and then the rear mount, and then we can go ahead and drag my engine hoist over here and rip the motor out. I think that's as far as we're going to get tonight, because the sun's starting to go down, and I still got a really big mess to clean up, and I still got to clean out the garage a little bit, make some more room. Also got to go to the store and go get me an engine stand, yeah. You know, one of those doohickey devices, and yeah, so I could put this thing on the stand and then tear it down, and then I am kind of curious to rip it apart and see what the inside looks like with as much boost as it's been running. It's been steady at 550 horsepower for, I got it tuned almost a year ago. About a year ago? Yeah, it's been about a year ago, so it's been at 550 horse for a year. This is completely stock K24A2 bottom end, so yeah. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for now, and then I'll catch you guys, and I'll pick up this video whenever we start picking up next week. Alright, so, this, hold on.
Hold on, look at me in there.
Alright, it's all good, I had to clean my lens off. Alright, so this is where we're at. I kind of forgot to start the video again, but this is where we're at. We got the motor, we're pulling it out right now, obviously, as you can see. Got the cherry picker over here, got the motor mounts and everything all off. Everything's disconnected, everything's drained. Still have no idea where I'm going to put the motor. Probably going to put it like right here. And then we'll separate this tranny and see what the hell happened to fourth gear. So anyways, super random video. I know it's a little spotty because honestly it's been a while since I did a YouTube video, and I kind of got out of, you know, the habit of how to record and stuff. So anyways, I'll keep updating you guys as I get going. Like I said, we're just pulling it out right now, and we'll go ahead and swing it over. Alright guys, so it is a couple days later. I got the engine, like I said, put in the garage, and I've already kind of got a head start on it. Took all the bell housing bolts out. I'm just going to kind of lean the motor forward since I don't have an engine stand at the particular moment, and kind of rip the tranny off. Got a table set up right there. I'm going to throw the tranny on the table, and we're going to start tearing this thing apart. Go ahead and find out what actually broke on the transmission today. So without further ado, let's get to it. So I got the... Anyways, I got the transmission removed from the motor. I got everything separated. I got the transmission on the table. If my voice is a little weird, it's because I am just getting over a cold. But check it out. I got it on the table. Motor's under there. Tranny's right there. And now I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling the shifter assembly out. I'm going to go ahead and pull this cap off here. I'm going to pull this little bolt out so you can pull the shifter assembly out. And just take all these bolts that go around the transmission off. And then pop the casing off. And alright, so you guys saw that I took the casing off. So far, my magnet, there's more teeth here.
Oh shit. You got a
see?
gear messed up somewhere.
Me and Grandpa are hanging out in the garage today. But so far the gear stacks don't look terrible. So I don't see what actually is broken. Alright, let's pull a magnet out. I do not see anywhere missing teeth. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Whee! And just shredded those teeth right off that gear. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and remove this gear stack. So what you need to do is, first off, you need to remove your reverse gear. So you're going to take this bracket off. I already busted these two bolts loose. Take these bolts loose, and then this bracket just kind of swings out, just like that. Then you put it here. And then all you got to do is, hold on 1 second here. There you go. Just leave that gear up and pull your reverse gear out.
Trying to put a new motor.
Alright, so once you pull your reverse gear out, you pretty much just pull the gear stacks out. I put this one over here, and I just put this one back in just so I can keep it all balanced, and I'm going to take everything off. I'm going to lay it down in reverse order so that way I know how it goes all back together. So I'm going to get doing that real quick. Now you can really look at the gear and see the carnage there. But let's get to it. So everything on the main shaft pretty much just pulls off really easy. The countershaft stuff's all pressed in, so I got to go to run Harbor Freight today and get it pressed. I'm just going to take everything and lay it upside down in reverse order. You're going to have gears as well as these needle bearings right here. So like I said, I'm just kind of putting everything in reverse order. Pull the needle bearing off. And this right here is your synchro. And these ones actually look to be in really good condition. See that there? And this is your cuff. Just gonna kind of keep on going here. If you look at the synchros, they got these little teeth marked right here, and these little teeth fit right here in these grooves, just like that. So like I said, just keeping everything nice, neat, and organized. That way I don't lose anything or misplace anything. Okay, we're getting down to my 4th gear here. Kind of put that there. That way, that whole gear stack will just go right back on in reverse order once I'm done. Alright, and if we look, here's the 4th gear on the main shaft. As you can see, when those teeth broke, it must have binded, because this gear is all chewed up. But I did get another gear, so let me go inside and grab these real quick. Here is the new replacement gears I got. These are just a used Z3 gear set, 4th gear set, main shaft, counter shaft. I picked up off of eBay. It was like $100. So I figured this would just be a cheap way just to get me back up and going. So I pulled the 4th gear off. As you can see, if you look really close, teeth are just kind of all eaten up just from the counter shaft gear's teeth coming out and then them grinding up against each other. So anyways, new 4th gear. And I need to get some transmission fluid so I can go ahead and lube everything up while I'm putting it together. So let me get that real quick. Alright, so I'm going to line up my needle bearing here. And just kind of set the gear on. Just a little teeth cut out on the bottom of the gear. If you look right here, there's these little teeth, and these teeth just fit in the holes of the gear. So we're going to take it and go back over here. I can get it to line up. Nope, there we go. And just kind of drops in just like that. Boom, 4th gear is installed on the main shaft. And everything else just kind of goes back in the opposite order that we pulled it off. So I'm just going to set everything back over here like that. Needle bearing goes over that spacer there. Third gear. Synchro. Go make sure that space lines up with the synchro there. Slide your cuff on. Might be a little tricky to line up. There we go. Other synchro. And the synchro's got a lot of life on them still. Like I said, those teeth on the synchro right there, if you look, fit right there in that groove in the cuff. Boom, synchro's installed. Last gear. Don't forget the needle bearing. Just like that. And the top bearing. And that's all reassembled. Alright guys, so I just got back from the store. I had to run in town and go help my buddy bleed some brakes real quick, but I got back, and instead of going to Harbor Freight and getting a press for $200, I figured I'd just go to O'Reilly's and rent out one of these jaw pullers. And I think it's going to work just fine for what I need it. I'm just going to go ahead and just pull the gears off like that. Since really, I only got to remove this one and this one, because this is the one I need to replace, so I think I'll be able to knock this out. So anyways, I got a bit to fit in here, which I got to take this bolt off. Hopefully my 3/8 impact is strong enough. If not, I'll get my 1/2" impact and use an adapter if that adapter doesn't break. And yeah, we'll get this nut off. So let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll get to pulling this bearing off. Alright guys, so I took that shaft and I put it back inside the transmission, and I had to break out Big Bertha because the 3/8 impact doesn't help the battery's low, or almost dead, but 3/8 impact just wasn't cutting it. And also to remind you guys that when if you're trying to take this nut off, it is reverse thread. Very, very, very important. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can bust this thing loose. Oh wow. Yeah, that was too easy. Beautiful. Put her down for a minute. Sweet. Just like that. I'm gonna put that guy right there, out of the way. And I think everything at this point is just all press on, so I'm gonna go ahead and get to it and try removing this stuff. Alright guys, so this is kind of what I have. This is my setup that I'm using. It's a little sketchy, but I'm just using these jaws right here. I got a bolt that sits on the inside of the shaft, and I'm just kind of taking my impact gun and I'm just tightening it down a little bit. As you can see, it is working. It is coming out. It's a little sketchy, but I am trying to avoid an hour drive back and forth to Harbor Freight. So, like I said, if this doesn't end up working, I can always just go and get the press. But so far, this gear's coming off really good. Don't know how I'm going to get this gear off, but we'll figure that out when the time comes. Here's the bearing. This gear's almost off. Alright. Whee! Making progress, guys. Alright, so instead of me just trying to get this single gear off by itself here, since fourth gear is already broken, I'm going to go ahead and just put the jaw underneath this here and just try to pull them both off at once. If I break the teeth off of fourth gear again, I don't have to worry about it. So that's kind of how I'm going to end up doing this one. I hope it works, because if so, that'd be really cool, and then all I got to do is just press them back on. So I got my bolt, put my bolt back in here on the shaft, and I'm just gonna back this all the way out. I can't remember, I think this is a 7-inch jaw puller. Alright, let's put it open here. I got lucky when I rented this because this is a brand new one. Nobody ever used this one yet. So I'm gonna rotate this, and then make make sure I'm pulling on the gear was pulling on it where there's some teeth. I have something to grab. I don't like using this thing, but no way. Damn it, I stripped it. I think I stripped it. Shit. And she's coming too. Alright, we're back. Got another socket. So, let's keep on trucking because I got these gears coming. Would you look at that? Whee! Bearing gear goes like that. Alright, check it out, guys. I got my new gear. How hard this is going to be to press on, I don't know. But, I did get some motor oil so I can lube it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Norman, be quiet. Just kind of pour it all over there. Try to lube her up. Move up the inside of the shafts. I don't know how hard this is going to be.
to go to the store.
I did.
I need to tell you something. Can you please give
Shit. Just like that, brother.
Daddy, baby got me Play-Doh.
What?
Yep, I got 4 sets of Play-Doh.
Very cool, love.
And I love Play-Doh.
Very cool. Hell yeah, dude. Can't remember. Shit. Alright guys, so we got back together. As you saw, I was very careful. I took the hammer and I just kind of went all the way around. A lot of you might not approve with that method, but it's worked for me before, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send it. And I'm going to go ahead and tighten this bolt back down on here. Remember, this is reverse thread, so I'm actually turning it counterclockwise to tighten it. Need to hold something. Alright guys, so as you can tell I got the gear stacks back in the transmission. Got my shifter forks on there. It was really tricky to put the shifter forks back on. So when I had these gear stacks flat on the table, they kept wanting to separate, so I just took some zip ties and zip tied them together and put it all back in as one unit and got it all together. So now everything's just pretty much reverse order. Put my reverse in, put this in right here, and keep on trucking. So let's keep going. All right, guys. So I got the shifter forks on. I got the reverse lever in. Everything's all together. Got all the linkages. Made sure everything's lined up. Everything's in neutral right now. But as you can see, it is all good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get some Ultra Gray and just put it around here. I'm going to get a razor blade and get all the old stuff off. Get some Ultra Gray, put it on here, throw the case back on, and finish putting it together, and the transmission will be officially done. So, hell yeah, that's one thing down, finished, completed, and then we get to move on to this bad boy. All right, guys. So it is. It is a day later. I actually got the transmission all assembled and got the case and everything put back together. As you can see there, like I said, got everything back together, all put together and stuff. It shifts good. I'd show you. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but god dang it. First, second, and third. Yeah, you guys get the idea. Fourth, whatnot. Shifts great. Everything spins good and everything. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys, you know, how I rebuilt my transmission. It wasn't really like meant to be a step-by-step how-to. It was just kind of like a, like I said, just kind of a little in-depth video on how I actually rebuilt and fixed it. Like I said, this is kind of like a Band-Aid fixed. You know, all I did was put a stock gear set back in it. And once again, I do not expect it to last long with the power that I'm going to be throwing at this car. So I just know it's a matter of time before I either shred another gear or the differential explodes. But guys, PPG is not cheap. So I am saving every little bit of money that I can, and one day, dog box gear set will be going in there. But so anyways, that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. The next video is coming up. We're going to be building this K24A2. I have Carrillo or CP pistons. It's going to be 10-to-1 pistons, compression pistons, and it's going to be some Eagle rods that we're going to be throwing in this thing. ACL race bearings, the whole 9, 50-degree cam gear. It's already got Brian Crowler dual valve springs retainers and a Type S oil pump in it. So it's almost there. I just need to get the internals done. I'm going to take the block, completely tear it down all the way to its just the bare block, and then I'm going to send it to and get it CSS'd. So that's going to be really good, and I'm going to record that entire process so that way you guys can kind of follow along with me for the build. So I really appreciate y'all watching. If you have any questions or anything, leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash the subscribe button and that like button. It really helps out my channel a lot. And like I said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Peace.